Metro Detroit golfers, it's Tuesday. I'm Chad.
And I'm Ben.
We are here with the Tuesday Tip of the Week, and this week we'd like to share some of our thoughts on some golf books. So Ben, when you think of a golf book, buddy, what comes to mind?
Golf book. I like golf books that don't tell me how to swing the golf club.
Oh.
So I'm not a big fan of books that tell you exactly like where the golf club needs to be placed throughout the swing, because we are big believers that there's not one way to swing the golf club. There's many ways. So if I'm ever picking up a golf book and it says like, well, this is what you have to do throughout the swing, it's going right in the garbage.
Fair enough. So something that's like overly specific, going to tell you that there's one way or imply that there's one way to do it. It's not something you'd recommend.
That is true.
A thought on golf books here before we get into our recommendations. We have Jack, the Golden Bear, one of the best players to ever live, and then Tiger Woods, my personal favorite. Their titles are basically Jack Nicklaus Golf My Way, so that's about how he does it. And then, interestingly enough, Tiger Woods here is How I Play Golf. So we would say that they wrote their books. So how they do it might not necessarily be the best way for you. So we've read these books and we like them and they're helpful. Having said that, might not be the best thing for you. So having said that, have you read all these?
Yeah. Yep.
What do you got?
So we've got a whole bunch of different ones here. So talked a little bit about this one in our last video, Simplicity. It's a wonderful book. So it talks a lot about the mind-body connection, and it's going to help you understand why things go haywire when you play golf. So it's a really, really neat book that talks about the importance of actually disengaging the prefrontal cortex while you swing. For those of you who don't know what the prefrontal cortex is, it's where your intellect lies. Anytime you're thinking, that part of the brain is engaged. And what he talks about in this book is when the prefrontal cortex is engaged while you swing, delays the signal being sent to the muscles, the shot will go offline. Or he talks a lot about rolling the dice in Vegas. You have no idea what's going to happen. And he gives you wonderful solutions on actually how to bypass that prefrontal cortex while you swing so you can access your best game more frequently.
So you said last week that the best tip that you'd ever gotten was not to break the swing into parts or pieces by Stephen Yellen. He's the author of this book. So really the essence of the best tip you've ever received.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
At GLA, all of our students that come here know that one of our principles is commit to one thing. So you have to commit your attention to one thing, and really the book here underlines the principles and why that's true, why we think that's so valuable. Okay, what else you got?
Also got Play Your Best Golf Now.
Hell of a title. Play your best golf now, right?
Yeah,
so
you
very,
got
very
it.
Personal.
So it's pretty neat. Lynn and Pia have done a wonderful job of actually breaking up your pre-shot routine into 3 different phases. So they have what's called the think box, the play box, and the post box. So essentially what it teaches you how to do is what you need to do to get prepared to hit the shot behind the ball, how to bypass that prefrontal cortex while you swing or stay present while you swing. And then it talks about some post-shot strategies in here. So wonderful book. Chad and I have been very blessed to spend a lot of time around Lynn and Pia. They are 2 of the best in the business.
Yeah, so really in this book outlining their 8 essential playing skills. So once you put your foot on that first tee at that moment, the best you can do is bring these 8 playing skills to life. And this book does a beautiful job at outlining that.
You got it.
Cool. What's next?
This is one of your favorites. I'll let you begin with this one.
The Art of the Possible. A lot of times when folks come into to GLA here, we ask them what they want to do with their goals. And then most of the time they'll lead with, but is that realistic? So people are trying to put realistic goals in place. Whereas this one really focuses on, well, what's possible and let's go there. So Extraordinary Golf, it's remarkable. The gentleman's Fred Shoemaker. Had an amazing impact on my game, and once it freed me up to just start going for it, it was amazing how much better things got. So definitely a different look. So for a lot of you that are so focused on the swing, it'll give you a different perspective on the game, and then that perspective often makes the biggest difference. That's what I've learned. Oh yeah.
Next one, Quantum Golf, right?
Yes.
Yes, your brother loves this thing.
Super fluid, baby. Super fluid.
So the neat thing about this this book is it's going to teach you how to get super fluid.
Right.
So I think one of the things that we all do when we play our best golf is it feels liquid. So in this book, he talks a lot about how to get liquid, and you don't even need alcohol to do it. You can just read this little book, and you too can feel super fluid out on the golf course.
A couple of beers and I'm pretty. Yeah, so this winter, as you have some extra time, dig into some different books. We recommend these for the reasons that we talked about before. It's more about you, it's personal, and it give you a different perspective on what you can do next season to play your best golf. I tell you what, in the comments below, give us some ideas of what books that you think are the best, what books have helped you. We'd love to hear from you, so we can share it with each other in Metro Detroit golfer community. Thank you for joining us, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time.